What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and our 2020 NFL season simulations continue with the Seattle Seahawks. We're going to go game by game and show you what Madden thinks about them. This is, of course, last year's Madden game, Madden 20, but with updated rosters for the upcoming season. And we've seen some pretty crazy things so far. It's, the NFL is tough to predict, though, so you never know. This may be accurate, it may be way off the mark. But a lot, I forgot the percentage, but like half the playoff teams usually don't make it the next year, or maybe close to that. But we go to the first game here, the Seahawks on the road at the Falcons. They get a touchdown there to go up 24-20, late in the fourth quarter now, under 3 minutes to play. Falcons with it, plenty of time to throw. Ryan is going to be incomplete. They'll go field goal here. Wow, this is a questionable decision. Under 3 minutes, down by 4, you go with a field goal. I don't know about that one. Seahawks, though, they get stopped, so the Falcons will get an opportunity here. Now they only need a field goal to win the game, and they're in close to field goal range now, down to the 42-yard line. 11 seconds to play. Ryan and the Falcons with it. Again, plenty of time to throw. You got to get rid of the ball, though. Time is ticking down. What is he doing? It's complete, but they don't get out of bounds. Is he out of bounds? No, it doesn't matter. The time's up. The time is up. If he just gets out of bounds there, they kick the game-winning field goal, but the Seahawks survive. They will begin the season 1-0. Big-time win there and a crazy finish. So let's go to the next game now. Patriots at the Seahawks here. Seattle down by 11. They would close the gap to 8. So 21-13 here. That's over 9 minutes to play. Now just over 5 minutes, or about 5.5 minutes to go in the game. The Patriots have the football. Stidham completes that pass, and I tell you what, a score here pretty much ends this game. I guess there is technically still some time, but you really need to stop it for Seattle. Maybe a turnover. Well, they're not going to get it. It's a touchdown for the Patriots, so they would have a 15-point lead at that point. And now the time is running out for Seattle on 3rd down and 7. That's complete. They keep the drive alive, but look at the clock. It's ticking down. Just 23 seconds remaining. Wilson completes it for a touchdown, so they have a shot, but they will have to get the onside kick. That's the only way they will have a chance to stay in this game. They're not going to get it. The Patriots recover, and that'll do it. So Seattle wins it, and New England wins it. Seattle falls to 1-1 on the season, and their offense just hasn't really been going great so far in these first 2 games. They did have a good day on the ground in this one. Their next game is against the Cowboys. They lose this one 28-17. So another difficult loss there as they lose 2 in a row, fall to 1-2 on the season. As you take a look at some of the highlights from this game, and sometimes they'll show you highlights here at the end, sometimes they won't. There's a touchdown run there. Let's go to the stats now as we take a look at that touchdown from Seattle. Go to the stats from this game, and you see, again, just not a real explosive day offensively for Seattle. They've had some decent days, but haven't really seen a lot of yardage like we've seen with some of the other teams that we've done so far. And then they lose to the Dolphins 42-23. I don't know what's going on with the Dolphins, but they seem to continue to win. Out of all the teams we've done so far that have played them, it seems like they've won maybe every game. I don't know what the deal is with that, but watch out for Miami maybe. This time they did have a big day through the air, 363 yards passing, but they still lose. It's hard to explain how they lost so bad when you look at those stats. But the next game is against the Vikings. There is a touchdown for Minnesota. They would take the lead in this one. Actually going to go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game. Cousins with it to the end zone. Complete touchdown. Or not a touchdown, but a 2-point conversion is good. So it's 24-21. Now Seattle has the football. Russell Wilson in the shotgun going to the end zone, and that is out of the back of the end zone. They would go field goal, and we have a 27-21 game. Assuming they make this, it's a short field goal. They're not going to miss these in Madden. Could have a block, though. We've seen plenty of blocks. Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at the score wrong. That ties the game, 24-all. 24-all now. My screen's kind of small when I have to do these videos, so sometimes I read things wrong. But anyways, next possession here for Seattle. They get stopped. So the defenses are really stepping up here. 3rd down for Minnesota. Will we see another stop? Yes, we will. So both teams are just getting stop after stop on the defensive side of the ball. Now here comes Seattle with a chance to maybe win the game if they can get into field goal range. 3rd down here, though. And again, it's the defense making a stop. So now the Vikings have the football. About 30 seconds to play. Up, found a man. He's open. And that's going to be a big gain. That's actually going to be a touchdown. Minnesota goes up by 7. Tough one there, so but still has some time. 2 seconds left. A chance to force overtime. Can they get it done? Wilson to throw to the end zone. It is out of the back of the end zone. Not a good throw there. Game would end. And Seattle's 1-4. An awful start to the season. Not what we expected. We expected them to do much better. Pretty tough schedule, to start out. But still, we expected this team to at least have 2 or 3 wins by now. And then they lose to the Cardinals, 45-34. So again, a difficult loss here. Despite 21 points there in the fourth quarter, it was not enough to come back. And they will fall to 1-5 now on the season. So again, here are the stats from this one. Big day on the ground, but it was not enough as they had 4 turnovers. That'll get you most of the time. Next game is against the 49ers. 16-15 here. Russell Wilson going to run one into the end zone and give Seattle the lead. They'll go for 2 to try to make it a 7-point game. And they will not get it. So 21-16 now. 49ers answer back here early in the fourth quarter. They would take the lead. And as we are going back and forth here in the second half, they'll go for 2 now, try to make it a 4-point game or 3-point game, and they'll get it. So the decision to go for 2 earlier kind of backfired for Seattle. And then another touchdown run here for the 49ers would put them up by 10, 31-21. Seattle gets a field goal, gets the lead down to 7. Now they need to stop, and they need to get the ball back. On 3rd down and 3, they'll have a chance to get that stop. Can they get it done? Garoppolo taking a shot deep. Oh, he's got a wide open receiver. That's a first down. And I think that's going to give them an opportunity to run the clock out. They don't run it out because Seattle gets the stops. They use their timeouts, but they are in field goal range, which means they kick the field goal, make it a 2-possession game. And that means 1-6 now for Seattle. A horrendous start to the season. Still plenty of time to get it turned around. Based off of what we've seen so far, 7-9 might get them into the playoffs. Who knows? The 49ers were 9-7, so you're not going to win the division unless you get to 9-7. They do beat the Bills. They finally get a win here. Bounce back. You take a look at the stats from this one. Pretty even game, but they're up to 2-6 now, halfway through the season. If they can reverse that in the second half of the year, they could at least maybe get to 8-8. We'll see if they're able to do that. They will not beat the Rams. 31-21 the score here. So a tough loss in that one as they just continue to struggle. Does Madden know what it's talking about? Or, maybe this is totally inaccurate. Who knows? So let's take a look at some of the highlights from this one again. As you take a look, 2-7 now on the season for Seattle as they fall 31-21. Another tough loss. Is it too late to turn it around? We'll see what happens the rest of the way. All right, who's up next? The Cardinals are up next. Seattle up 24-13 after that field goal late in the third quarter. Seattle with football now. Russell Wilson down the left side. That is intercepted, and now the Cardinals have some momentum, a chance to maybe climb back in this game. Fourth quarter now. 3rd down, Kyler Murray to throw. He is going to not complete it. It's incomplete, and they go field goal. But that makes it an 8-point game, so still they're hanging around. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Seattle now with the football. They go down. They get a field goal here, and that's a big kick because it makes it a 2-possession game. And now the Cardinals are running out of time. Here, they get a touchdown. Actually, no, it's intercepted. That ball is intercepted, and that's going to do it, I believe. I mean, there's not much time. You see here, just a few seconds to play. The Cardinals do get this touchdown, but it is too little too late. They would need an onside kick and a Hail Mary. So that's not going to happen with 9 seconds. They don't even get the onside kick. So there you go. Seattle gets the win, improves to 3-7. Big win. They really need to win out. I mean, they need to win the rest of their games 6 in a row to at least tie the 49ers in the division. I'll see if they can do it. They play the Eagles next, 24-13. Eagles with the football. Wentz completes it, and that is going to push the lead up. That's not what you want to see if you're a Seahawks fan. 31-16 at this point. Seahawks still hanging around. They get this touchdown, but is it too little too late? 31-23. They need a stop on defense. Can they get it? Wentz. Plenty of time to throw. He's going to take a shot deep, and that is a big-time play right there. It is caught, basically just a jump ball. Caught. They get a field goal, and that is going to make it very difficult. And that would actually put the game away. So the Seahawks now 3-8. Playoff hopes are slipping away. We don't know the exact record that they would have to get to make the playoffs, but you would figure 8-8, it's not likely as a wild card, but you never know. We'll see. The Giants get a touchdown here. That's who they play next. They're up 21-17 now. Seattle with the football. Wilson the handoff, and that is not going to work as they get stopped. I guess they were going for it on fourth down there. I guess I missed that. So they get stopped. Now they need a stop from their defense. They get it, and it's 21-17 here. Actually, they got the sack. They didn't get the stop. Now it's third down. Now they do get the stop. Wilson with it, 1st and 10. He's going to throw down the right side. That is intercepted. Big play by the Giants defense. And now the Giants have a chance to maybe put this game away with a touchdown. And there it is. Perfect strike for the touchdown. Time now running out for Seattle. 1.5 minutes to play. 28-17. Wilson completes that one, and they're still alive. We'll see what they can do. They'll go for 2, try to make it a 3-point game. They get it. So it is a 3-point game with 1.5 minutes to play. There's the onside kick attempt. Not going to work. But they have 3 timeouts. They can still get the ball back. But they need to stop. Giants go play action on 3rd and 1. They pick it up. And the Giants will win by 3 points. So that's a killer there. Seahawks now 3-9 on the season. You would have to think that their playoff hopes are over. But again, we don't know. There is an additional playoff team this year, and we don't know how all the other teams are going to do. Here's a touchdown for the Jets. The NFC might be awful this year, according to our Madden Sims. So again, just have to wait and see there. Here comes Russell Wilson. A nice little juke move. Slides down inside the 20-yard line. And they go field goal to force overtime. So we go to overtime here in this one against the Jets. Seahawks looking to end this game with a touchdown. And they would. Touchdown Seahawks. Seattle going to improve to 4-9 now. And again, they've had some pretty good games running the football. That's what I guess I've noticed looking at the stats. You guys can let me know what you notice about those stats. Next game is against the Redskins, and here is another big run. It's a touchdown. They go up by 7. Playing the Redskins on the road. There's a touchdown run for Washington as we go back and forth. Tied at 21 now. Under 5 minutes to play. Wilson taking a shot. Completes it. Oh, nice juke move. Touchdown. Seattle going to go back on top by 7. 28-21. Redskins with the football now. Haskins, end zone, touchdown. And we just go back and forth in this one. What a football game. Under 30 seconds to play. Wilson going to run to the left, and he's going to... Oh, what a move! He has got the first down and a lot more. That run right there really got them into field goal range, and they kicked this game-winning field goal to get the W. 5-9 now on the season. That was a big win. To have any hope, any hope to maybe sneak into the playoffs, you've got to win out at this point. And they are able to get another win here. Let's see if they can win their next game. They are, and it's a big win in the division. They beat the Rams 41-24. That is, again, a big win there as they improve to, 6-9? If they can win this final game, maybe there's a little bit of hope. It's unlikely, but maybe there's a little hope that they can make it into the playoffs. A loss here, I'd say 6-10. You have zero chance. A win, and you have maybe like a 10% chance. So we'll see how that all plays out. But they're playing the 49ers here. And if you watched the 49ers video, you already saw who won this game, and it's probably not all that dramatic to you. But if you didn't, we're going to go through it. Tied at 16 here, fourth quarter. Seahawks get a stop, and they get a big run all the way out across the 45-yard line. But they get stopped and have to settle for a field goal to go up by 3. 7.5 minutes to play now. 49ers with it. Garoppolo all day to throw, and he is going to take a shot deep. And it is caught, basically a jump ball. But they get stopped and have to settle for the field goal. So 3.5 minutes to play now. Tied at 19. Wilson is going to be sacked. And so the 49ers now have a chance to win it. Garoppolo completes it over the middle, out near the 35-yard line. That puts them in field goal range. They take the clock all the way down. They kick the game-winning field goal, and I think that definitely ends any hope that the Seahawks would make the playoffs as they go 6-10. 6-10. That's a shocker. We've seen some teams that have had some pretty bad records compared to last season, but this is probably the worst that we've seen so far. 6-10 for the Seahawks. I think most people would say that they'll do it much better than that, but we'll have to wait and see. Maybe Madden knows. Maybe it doesn't. Again, we're going to go through all the teams and then eventually go through and do the NFL playoffs. There will be no NFL simulations next week. Next week is SEC week here on the channel. So we're going to be taking a break for a week, and then we'll come back and we'll start knocking out the rest of the teams. But you guys can give me your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more here on the SG1 Sports YouTube channel.